Hey guys, it's Harrison Hacks back here. Wanted to show you something that I find rather uncommon. I've got a few things here for the original Xbox. I have the Xbox wireless adapter. Um, Basically, let me open it up for you and we can talk a little more in depth about it. The box has a good weight to it. Now, I've only used this on a few occasions. It's basically brand new. Um, as you can see, comes with, well, there's the adapter setup, the instruction manual, and here is the adapter itself. And I like to keep everything as pristine as possible. That's why I still have all the bubble wrap and whatnot. So, here it is, and this is your power and to your Xbox, if I can get that there. And it serves its purpose. Myself, I mean, I still use XBMC for Xbox. Certain things work on there to stream, kind of like a Kodi. It's the original Kodi, actually, XBMC. And this here is the power adapter. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about this unit. And basically what I wanted to say about it was it's great. Sorry, I should say it was a great idea. Having Wi-Fi with your original Xbox, that was great and everything, in theory. But realistically, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Just go hardwired. I mean, this thing really kicks out quite often, and it's just it seems well made. I mean, it's a Microsoft product and everything like that. But for whatever reason, I had a lot of kickouts with it, and it was just not performing the way that I feel that it should. And being hardwired, I never had those issues. So I can definitely say that it was due to the adapter losing the Wi-Fi signal. Now, like I said, in theory, it was a great idea. Great idea. Unfortunately, and I mean, I know this is old. This is something now that I display on a shelf. I don't try and use it anymore with my original Xbox. But again, something that if you have an original Xbox and you see one of these out in the wild, if you could pick it up for $10, sure, I say give it a shot. Maybe it's just mine that doesn't get a Wi-Fi signal very well. But definitely, I wouldn't pay more than 10, 15 at most for one of these. So I'll just set that here. The next thing that I want to talk about is something a little different. I don't know if many people are familiar with these. This is the X Joy Box. And what this does, it has an Xbox plug, but it accepts PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 controllers. And here is where your Xbox memory card will go. So basically you can use any PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2, and I've used third parties as well with this, and they work perfectly. It's a little weird using the PlayStation controller on the Xbox, but myself, I prefer the original Xbox controller, but there's a lot of people that prefer the PlayStation style controller, and something like this would definitely come in handy. I got this at a yard sale. I think I paid, I don't know, $1 or $2 at most. They're not very expensive. Definitely something to pick up. If it does support the vibration, you just need to have a DC 9-volt adapter here, which I've plugged one in before and tried it out, and it doesn't make a big deal for me, and I don't want to have that extra wire. So that's just my personal preference. But these things are pretty cool, and like I said, if you can find them out in the wild, awesome, because just pick one up really cheap. It's a great little thing. Definitely for anyone who would rather use a PlayStation controller on the Xbox, this is for you. I actually, for the PlayStation 1 emulator, I should say, for the Xbox, the PlayStation 1 emulator, this is great to have, because then you can use your actual PlayStation controller, and it's just like having a PlayStation 1 built right into your Xbox, controller and all. Last but not least, I have something that I feel is a little unordinary. I have not seen another one around. Online, definitely. But this is the original Xbox to VGA adapter. And I've done some research, and it was a few years ago. I've had this for quite some time. It's something that I display, and I've never actually got it to function. And from what I've read, there is special BIOS files that allow the Xbox to use VGA, as opposed to your standard AV, or I have some component cables as well. So, I mean, more or less, it's a great idea. Again, same with this. It's just not feasible, unless there's someone out there that knows, you know, you could plug this in and get it to work, and there's a step I'm missing or something that I've overlooked. I was huge into the original Xbox. I still am. My 5-year-old son plays Halo and Halo 2. He's recently got a 360, so now he's into Halo 3, Halo 4, things like that. But I really do enjoy the original Xbox, and I may do videos. I have quite a few, I guess you would call them oddities for the original Xbox. Now, these are 3 that I wanted to mention, and basically, like I said, I wouldn't pay more than $10, $15 at most for one of these wireless adapters. And if yours works better than mine, then hey, power to you. But with me, like I said, I can't recommend it. I've had nothing but issues with this particular one, and I mean, it's mint in box. So maybe it was mistreated, but it doesn't look that way to me. With the Joy Box, definitely anyone who prefers PlayStation or PlayStation 2, same style controller, definitely get yourself one of these. You can find them online. Like I said, they're not expensive. And if you're using it for the PlayStation 1 emulator, I mean, I like I said, I prefer the original Xbox controller for everything except for my PS1 emulator. This is definitely something that I would pick up for that purpose. And lastly, this is just something that, like I said, I'm going to continue to display. You know, my friends that come over, or anyone's like, oh, what's that? I never saw that for the Xbox. And, you know, a bit of a conversation piece, and even though it's such a small little thing, but definitely, if anyone knows any more about this, and I don't have to actually flash my BIOS, that, you know, that would be great. I have a soft modded Xbox that I've done myself. It's all customized, and I will do actually a video on my customized Xbox. And there's actually one other thing that I guess I could put into this video, and it'll kind of lead into my customized Xbox when I make that video. And what this is a PATA to SATA, and basically it's IDE to SATA. So the original Xbox obviously takes original IDE hard drives. So you would plug your IDE cable from your Xbox and your Molex connector into here, and once you flip it over, you can install any SATA hard drive up to 2 terabytes into your original Xbox. Now, with these, they work great. I have one in my Xbox right now, and I believe I put a 250 gig SATA hard drive. I do have a 500 gig that I'm wanting to upgrade to. I just haven't had the opportunity just yet. But it's definitely something I will be doing in the future. That being said, I definitely would recommend this to anyone wanting to upgrade their original Xbox hard drive. And the reason for that is it's not that easy to find IDE hard drives anymore. And I find they've gone up in price. And so I believe that this is something that everyone should have, and they're very cheap. I got these on AliExpress. And I've had no issues with them. I bought 4 or 5 of them, I believe. I tested them all. Every single one worked. And I have one, like I said, in my Xbox. The other ones I keep around for anyone else who's interested. But again, this is something that I'll make a video on when I show my soft-modded Xbox. And I'll go more in depth then. So for now, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day.